guys, welcome into Comic Book Women. We are very excited because not only do we have an awesome list, I also got my girl Lucy and I got Sarah in the house, and I haven't seen them in a while, so we're excited to be here together. If you were just watching the top 10 list and you weren't able to snag one off of that one, here's your chance. 12 through 20, there's some good stuff here, and it could possibly merge over to the top 10 at some point. So anyways, before we get started, shout out to our sponsors, Covrprice. All the information you're going to see is coming from them. And shout out to Bird City Comics, our sponsored retailers. And I see we have some new people in the house. Make sure you sub the channel. We have this show. We have Long Story Short tomorrow or Thursday?
Thursday.
We have next week. So there you go. All right, let's kick it off. So starting the list this week at number 20. So this is Hulk, obviously. Now, we were just talking about this on the previous show, how the Captain America Brave New World trailer just dropped, and it features a movie poster that shows Hulk's red hand smashing into Captain America's shield, which is homaging Captain America 230. I think, again, we're still very excited to see Red Hulk appear in the MCU. I am super bummed because I actually sold this on. Do you guys remember when we did our first Comic Book Women auction?
Yes.
Yeah, I sold this on that auction, but
thank you to our sponsor, Nimesh, too.
Yeah, thank you, Nimesh.
Thank you. Yeah, so no big surprise. I think everybody's excited to see Red Hulk, and I think that's why people are investing in the comic book or in Captain America comic books right now because of this one. So
do you think this one maybe, like, as we get closer to the movie, like, it might go down to the top 10?
Maybe. Isn't this the book? Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't this the one where he doesn't actually appear in the book?
I believe so. And also, this is a Michael Turner cover, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I owned it, because Anthony's a huge Turner fan. And yeah, but I mean, we'll see as we get closer. I believe Harrison Ford is playing him, right?
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about that. I think he's too old.
He's 80, isn't he?
Great actor. Yeah, he is. He's up there.
He's 80. Like, to play this, I mean, maybe. I don't know.
But he's not playing it. He's just voicing it. It's AI that's like...
Aren't they using his, like, face and everything, kind of like they did with in Avatar?
I think so.
Like the mocap. But, I mean, he's angry anyways. He's an 80 angry-year-old man. So
he's a grumpy man.
It fits.
It's grumpy old men.
Yeah. So it kind of fits, right?
Yeah.
I agree with Covrprice in the chat. The cover wins it here. So if any of you in the chat have this, feel free to throw out your ratios. In this case, it would be 0 out of 1 if you don't have it, or 1 out of 1 if you do. Hulk number 1, the Michael Turner variant with a raw near mint coming in at $80 and a 9.8 coming in at $264. That's wow. I mean, if you think about it, just buy it raw. Slap it. That's what I would say.
Yes.
If it's more than triple, I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. What is
kicking off the runners up? Number 20. Next up. Wrong direction.
There we go. Goes over.
I know. I'm like, okay. I cannot believe this book is back on the list. It's
it hasn't gone. It's been almost like since Wolverine and Deadpool came out, I feel like it's been on the top 10 runners up. I don't think it has gone away. Like, it's been
I
here.
think you're right. I think it's just been nonstop.
Guess what just came out?
Today. On Disney Plus today. That's why I feel we're seeing again, because today they just added to Disney Plus. Today's the first day of Wolverine Deadpool on Disney Plus. I know my cousin right away, she said that. So if you have Disney Plus, if you haven't watched it, this is your opportunity to watch it. I feel that's why we haven't seen this come down from your runners up,
right?
Mm-hmm.
I love the commercials that they're doing for the promotion for the Disney Plus. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen it, check it out. There's one that involves a popcorn bucket. It's awesome. It's typical Deadpool.
I don't think I've seen any of the commercials. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, it's on Instagram. Check out the Disney Plus website, the Disney, Marvel. It's just it's fabulous. Typical
Dude,
Deadpool.
Nimesh is 2 of 2 right now. Shout out to Nimesh. So far, he's killing it on the run.
Right?
Yeah, if you were just joining, we're just kind of an overflow from the top 10, and we are talking about the runners-up, the books that almost made that list. And this one, like Lucy was saying, just keeps popping back over and over. Am I reading stats? Is that what I'm doing?
Huh?
Am I on stats?
Yes, you read the stats. Go ahead. Go ahead, girl.
All right, Near Mint coming in at $352 with a 9.6 at $456. We're at a negative trend for right now, but barely. So I don't even know if I'd pay attention to that. Number 19.
Do any of you own this? Do any of you own this? Sorry, Laura.
I have it. Yeah, I have it. I think I have 2 of them actually.
No,
here, but I do own them.
When I got into comics, this book was already kind of high.
Yeah. And like, never just
hearing an echo?
Yeah.
Is it me? Testing. Is it me echoing?
No.
So it was Lucy.
Me? How about now? It's better now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's because I sound so good that I want to hear my own voice.
Okay, moving on. Although I do like your hair. Your hair looks really good. Number 18, we have on number 4. This is from 2018. We got Ryder Donnie Kates, penciled and cover
Sarah
art
was
by
covering
Ryan.
this one.
What?
No? Oh, no, you just kidding. Nothing.
What'd you say?
Nothing. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Oh. Did I say something wrong? Was that not right? Is it not right?
No, you're good. I'm wrong.
She was like,
I'm wrong.
Laura,
I'm sorry, you're what, Lucy? You're what?
I'm wrong. Record this. Anybody record this? Because
who can say no to a Hamlet cover? This is just, it's very cool. I think, again, I believe this was on the top 10 list about a week ago. So it's fallen pretty dramatically since then. It's a tough cover to get in a 9.8 if you haven't already. This series, this entire arc, I think, was really heavily collected and people just sold them off. And now people are trying to buy them all back.
I had a bunch of these ones. I remember I bought them. They were good condition. I sold them all.
Yeah, I did too. I had the entire run. I'm like, kicking myself for it. Sarah, have you read this?
I haven't, but I want to. It's next on my long list of reads.
It's a good one. It's one of those books that, again, I kick myself for not holding on to. I just didn't think that it would be coming back like the way it is. And here we are with a raw Near Mint coming in at $14, a 9.8 at $62, which is still reasonable if you ask me, because the 9.8s that I came across were just beat to hell. So if you have the chance to pick it up in a Near Mint condition, I would not hesitate. We have a negative 14.69% trend. We'll see if that turns. Oh, when to buy and sell? I don't know. I don't know if anybody knows that. Sometimes I hold stuff that yeah. I think once you've made at least double your money, then it's like, okay, you're good. Just sell. Yeah. Just don't look back. Don't check back and see what it's selling for later, because then it'll just.
I think almost everybody who, like, you're never gonna get it right. It doesn't matter. Like you said, the longest you make at least twice what you pay for, or at least 3 times, like. Almost everything that I have sold, I have been like made like way more than what I paid for, so I have never like really regret anything that I sold. That's just me, because I don't care if it's like, if I sold it for $200 and now I'm like, hey, I won. No matter what, I still won.
There you go.
Yeah. That's a good mentality. We should all take the Lucy approach when it comes to collecting. All right, what do we have for number 17? Oh my gosh, another book that never goes away.
Right? I'm assuming this is probably Jen, so I'll take it anyways, because this, again, I believe this is the quintessential modern comic to have in your collection, and especially if you're a modern comic collector. So yeah, Spawn is always around the corner. We've said it before, but it bears repeating. Spawn is the aftermarket GOAT, obviously. And maybe someday we'll see a movie, TV show, something.
No, never happening.
It's the long con, baby. It's the long con. So, the creator is still, Todd is still engaged and producing some awesome work. This is Spawn's first appearance. I remember talking about this book a while back. because I thought that this was Image's first book. It wasn't. It's their second book. So yeah, I mean, I don't think this is, maybe that we'll shake this book off and then we'll probably see it.
Never gonna happen.
Right?
It's gonna be here forever.
This one in the Deadpool.
It's
This one in Deadpool, Jen.
They need to do a movie, a crossover. Todd Father or Rob, if you're listening, do a Deadpool Spawn crossover if you haven't. So
maybe.
Yeah. So yeah. Do you want me to do the stats?
Go ahead.
All right. So we've tracked 28 copies sold at a 7-day growth of 13%, with a high sale of $160 for a CGC 9.8, and then the current near mint raw for $24. And the last recorded sale was $140. So
I don't see this going anywhere, guys. I really don't. Just like this next book, I think this is going to be one that we all are kicking ourselves from not picking up when we had the chance.
Okay, so this one, I'm excited to talk about this one because this one, okay, it's Absolute Batman #1 by Nick Dragotta. Am I saying that right? Dragotta. Okay, second print, ink, 1 out of 25. And this one, I was excited when I saw this one that it was in the runners up because I don't know if you guys remember a few shows ago, before the book came out, we do at the end of the show, we do which book do you think it might make it to the top 10. And this one, Jen added, to our list, and we were talking, and I remember, I don't know, I'm going to say that I kind of did say, and some of the people in the chat did say that this book might probably make it to the top, 10 or runners up, and it did. Right. So remember, guys, we kind of did talk about it, and whatever we show you guys, I don't know, just kind of consider it like maybe buying it, but like what you like. But yes, this Absolute Batman, this run has been doing, it's doing great. Awesome books. And again, if you missed out on the first print, like this one's a great to pick up for a second print. And yeah, so also, we talked about it. I think we talked about it at the Wonder Woman last time, and now it's on the top 10. We did talk about that too. So yeah, if you stick around, you'll see at the end our picks that Jen, I don't remember what Jen calls them, but if you go on Covrprice for the trending new comic book day, that shows you what books are like selling before they release. So this was one of them that Covrprice showed you that it was doing good. So
second printings in general are doing so well right now. I feel like there's like a surge of people trying to collect second, third printings. So I'm not surprised.
Yes, that's what I was just gonna say. Yeah, like we've seen the rise in the second prints, and I feel like I thought people were tired of second prints. They were like, but it's just like I love DC always does this. I love that DC always like either they change the cover for second prints or something. I don't know. DC always kills it with the covers, and they do great with second prints most of the time. But yeah, we have tracked 12 copies sold at 7-day growth trend for 7% of the high sales of $100 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw for a price of $81. And again, it's
$81. So more than triple ratio, guys. That's impressive. Stories on fire. I think anything. Greg, I'm so sorry that you sold your ash can. I have mine and I'm holding with a death.
So sad for you.
So sad. All right. At number 16, we have Absolute Batman #1, the Nick Dragotta second print, ink 1 in 25. What do we have for number 15?
So we've got Amazing Spider-Man number 654. This came out in February of 2011. This is the first appearance of Flash Thompson as Agent Venom. Rumors, I did a little digging. Rumors are actually going around that Sony is possibly developing a movie around the Agent Venom character. We've seen Flash Thompson appear in both Sam Raimi's version of Spider-Man, which was played by, I believe, Joe Manganiello. And then we also have also the current Spider-Man movies. So, so a little spec there going on. So actually we've had 14 copies were sold with a CGC 9.6 copy that went for $55 and a current near mint raw for $40. So So maybe jump on that little wagon if you can.
Not a huge jump between a 9.6 and a 9.8, though. You're talking like $15 if you want to secure the 9.8s on this.
Yes.
No. This one, I don't know if this is the one I would be really going for if I'm looking for Agent Venom or Anti-Venom, but either way, it's affordable, and that's important, right? So at number 15, we have the Amazing Spider-Man 654. Yeah, it's a cute cover. I like the look of it. I don't want to say cute, that's not the right word, but it's dynamic. Yeah, it works. All right, number 14, what do we have? Ooh, here we go.
Yeah, so we have this is Batman: The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween #0, by the fabulous Tim Sale and Jeff Loeb. This came out in September of 2024. This is the Batman Day copy. So this book series, its purpose of catching new and old readers into the continuation of the story. So, and I mean, this is so perfect and ironic. So you guys know that I love to read, and I love, look what I picked up from my library.
Oh, heck yes.
Oh, I've never read it before. Girl. Hold on.
Let's go. All right.
Nice.
So this is I just finished Beyond the Trees, which, oh my gosh, anyways. But yeah, this is the next one I'm going to read. Also because of, I believe that's where Sophia Falcone is in one of the issues.
Oh.
So, yeah. So
have you been watching Penguin?
Girl.
I already know the answer. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit. It's so damn good, isn't it? It's so good.
It's so many like twists and turns, and you either love him, you hate him, you love him, you hate him. It's perfect. It was just a perfect series. So
I don't know how I watch it. Have you watched it, Lucy?
Not yet, but I will. I promise. I haven't even finished Agatha, even though, we've been bad on the shows. We've been really busy. We haven't had time to watch many shows.
Sophia, like Penguin himself, I don't know. Like his relationship with his mom makes me like him, but then it also kind of makes me dislike him at the same time.
Spoilers, please.
Okay, I won't say anything else. Sorry,
right,
my bad.
No.
I won't say anything else. Just you guys, I promise you, if you haven't watched Penguin, go into it not so much as a comic book show, though. Look at it more as like an origin of this character that we eventually know as the Penguin, but it's before that. It's like you kind of have to walk into it more from like a Sopranos point of view.
And Sarah, I don't know if you remember, Laura, didn't this one was also one of our picks for the new comic book day? I just want to throw it out there.
Yeah, good catch.
We're on fire.
Lucy's like, remember, we called this.
Right?
Because we're influencers.
Just
kidding.
Yeah. Hold on. Anthony, come here real quick. He just walked in. What do you think of The Long Halloween? Isn't this one of your favorites?
Oh, yeah. Classic.
This is the new
This is
one.
right up there with like Batman the Phantasm and Under the Red Hood. Yeah, and The Long Halloween.
The Red Hood. I love that one.
Phantasm.
He's the one that got me into DC. I wasn't really big on DC, but Anthony's like, DC stories are so much, I don't want to say better.
You know what it is? You know what it is for me is that the Marvel universe is fantastic, but it's so like overpowered. There's so many powerful beings. And I like the idea of someone with specialty training could be super.
But still human.
Yeah. Yes.
You get a lot of the villains. Yeah, like Joker's got no power, Two-Face. I mean, Poison Ivy does have some, but you know what I'm saying. Like even Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
So it humanizes superheroes and villains.
See, it's crazy because I never.
That was fucking deep. I'm out.
Deep. High five.
Hold on.
It's funny because I never really like thought of. I have always been. You guys know, have always been more of a DC fan compared to Marvel, even with the comics and like the movies. Sadly, they're not great, but the stories, like I have always said that I feel that DC does a lot better with the stories. I don't know. Yeah, it's just me.
And Indy does too, right? All right, number 14, Batman The Long Halloween, the last Halloween number 0, Tim Sale, Batman Day Edition. We have a high sale of $72 for SCGC 9.8 and a current near mint raw of $19. We are just flying tonight. I apologize if I'm going too fast. I will.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Ooh, what's this?
Okay, well, it was not my pick, but I can help. No, go ahead, Laura. You take this one because I have to take the next one.
Number 13, we have Absolute Superman number 1, the Jim Lee black and white 1 in 100. I don't want to say this is right in the tails of the Absolute Batman, but it's definitely earning its spot. Some are saying that it's better than Absolute Batman. I have not read this one. I've read Wonder Woman and Batman, but not Superman. So Absolute Superman came out swinging, and what better way to get some attention on the title than a Jim Lee variant? This book received the same treatment as Absolute Batman and Wonder Woman, and each variant Lee has worked on has popped on this list. Why? Because the man is an icon and has delivered an iconic cover for each character mentioned above. When his name is attached, fans come out of the woodwork to get a piece of his work. And building up to release day, pre-orders for this book were all over the place. We tracked 9 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 1%, with a high sale of $280 for a CGC 9.8 and a current near mint raw of $155. On the previous list, over on the top 10, we had an Absolute Batman, but it was colored. And I really think that certain books with Lee shine when they're black and white. And I think this is another good example of that.
Yeah. And Jonathan, I'm sorry, but you're wrong because it's Jim Lee. I honestly didn't cross my mind. Like, because just, I don't know. Jim
It crossed mine multiple times. Back and forth.
No, not mine. Not mine. So he's wrong saying ladies, maybe Laura's, but not mine. I just feel like
For sure.
he's such a fantastic artist. Like he's an amazing artist that is just like you just focus on his art and everything, and that pencil is just fantastic. So I'm not surprised that this is number 13. Sarah, any thoughts?
I don't think of Henry Cavill when I look at this.
There you go. Boom, Jonathan.
I do. Anytime I think of Superman, period, I think of him.
I do like foil. I do like the foil version of this one. I think that's the black and white one. It doesn't do anything to me, but that's all right.
Yeah.
You know?
I do like the black. This, I could put it in the frame. I don't know. I just like, I would like this in the frame. But I don't know. That's just me.
Good way to get signed if there's ever an event.
Right? But I do like some Henry Cavill. Like, don't get me wrong. I like the Calverine.
Everybody does. He's such a gentleman and he's such a dork and he's so polite and it's just like that trifecta of everything that we look for in a guy. But anyways, number 13, Absolute Superman number 1, Jim Lee, black and white, 1 in 100. We have a top near mint sale going at about 125% above that, right? All right, last but not least, what do we have for the book that almost made the runners-up in top 10?
Oh my God, I'm so excited for this one too. When I saw this one, I was like, yay, this one too, because this one was Brit's pick 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. It's the second print of Mark Spears' Monsters number 1. 1 out of 20 Halloween monster homage. Halloween movie poster homage poster. Wait, what am I saying? Halloween movie poster homage. 1 out of 20. Perfect. And this, we've seen these covers, these issues, like I feel like almost all this month on the top 10 runners ups. And it's just, I don't know if it's because people are feeling like the spirit of Halloween or something, like we've seen this, and this has been doing great on the aftermath. So it's just like your classic monster story, and this is a second print, again, a homage. So I love this, and it was Brit's pick. So again, listen to us. Hello.
Have you guys read the Monster series, either of you?
No,
I haven't yet. But the books are really fantastic. The covers are awesome.
He doesn't just do the covers; he also does the interiors. And
really?
Yes,
it reminds me of Patrick Horvath, kind of how he double dips on both, and it kind of has this nostalgic feel to it, which is why I think it's popping off like crazy. You add nostalgia with that neon color, and it's like, holy hell, how do you not want it?
Okay, yeah, no. I love that. Almost every cover for this year's is amazing. It's good, and I'm not surprised why they're on the top 10 runners ups. But yeah, so this copy, we have tracked 7 copies sold within 7 days. Growth trend of 3% of high sales of 125 for Nearman copy, and the current Nearman raw for 77. I can't talk. What the hell is the last one? And I'm like, my words are like tripping.
You're just excited. You're like,
yes, I'm just so excited. It's like this one, another one that our picks are like made it to, again, that's why stick around, because we will talk about our picks and what maybe you should be looking up when you go to your store to pick up.
Lisa's in the chat right now. I think you're the same Lisa from IG. I hope that I'm thinking the same person, but you have like an awesome collection, and I think you collect all these from what I remember from your IG. Yeah, Keen Spot, what she was saying, is a good spot to go and check to see if they have any covers available before going to eBay, because there were a few when he first came out with that Bridezilla cover. You could still buy some of the other variants on there, but eventually they sold out. Keep an eye on Keen Spot if you can, but Mark Spears is on fire. Yeah, his stuff is awesome. Oh, it is you. Okay, good. I wasn't sure. Sometimes I recognize the names, but I wasn't positive. Hi.
Is this her first time here? Hello.
I think so. I don't think I've ever seen her in the show before, so it's nice.
Hello, another lady in the chat.
I know, kind of up our numbers, right? And shout out to our wrench, Rudy. I was telling us, the guys that's in the other show, it's so nice to have somebody keeping an eye on the chat for us, so we appreciate you being here tonight, Rudy. At number 12, we have Mark Spears, Monsters #1, the Mark Spears second print Halloween movie poster homage, the 1 in 20, with a top near mint sale coming in at $77. All right, next up. So, okay, this is a fun little game that we play every week where if you can guess in the chats, pretend Jen's here, the order of our picks going from left to right, you'll win a little prize from Bird City Comics. So just type it out. So be like Lucy, Sarah, Laura, Jen, Laura, Lucy, Sarah, whatever. Type it out left to right what you think our picks were this week. Lucy, are you going to keep an eye on it? Because I don't
yes.
mess it up. Lucy will tell you what
some music, right? Like a little Jeopardy kind of themey.
Hold on, let me remove this real quick. Hold on, because I don't remember who's who. Honestly,
we're gonna be a surprise too. Okay. I know mine and Sarah's because I took the one Sarah didn't.
Why not mine? Okay, I remember now. Okay.
It was all good. This week is another heavy hitter of amazing covers. Check out Covrprice. Oh my gosh. It was like scrolling through and I was like, I like that one and that one and that one and that one. I don't have a bank account big enough for all these comics.
Laura 3, Sarah 4, Lucy 2. No.
Everybody always thinks I'm the hot Jen.
Yeah, pretend Jen's here, even though she's not. No.
Shh, don't say.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Now, while you guys are figuring that out, please make sure that you sub the channel. We've had over 30 of you here hanging out with us all night, so we appreciate that. Oh, you were close.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shh. Sorry.
Jen, that was a loud shh. I did a loud shush. I could hear it.
It was a loud shush. It like made me vibrate over here. Did you cut your hair?
Huh?
Did you cut your hair?
Yeah. Now you notice.
I noticed when we first started, but we were running late. It looks really good.
Your hair is growing longer.
Mine?
Yes, yours is
yes.
Oh, is it?
Or did you clip it out?
I cut it a while ago.
Winner.
There we go. Congratulations, Karen. You are the winner. So we're starting with me. This is Absolute Batman issue number 2. This is the 1 in 25 variant by Jeffrey Allen Love. From what I've been hearing, issue 2 of Absolute Batman is supposed to have like some pretty major keys. I know that all the initial issues of a new title tend to, but this one's supposed to be important. And then you add the 1 in 25 ratio to it. There's a lot of potential.
Karen, hold on. Karen won.
Wait, do it again.
Yay, Karen. So I kind of took Sarah's leftovers because both her picks were so good. I was like, I'll take the Absolute Batman. So that was mine.
Yes. Okay, mine is Calavera. I saw this and I was like, oh my god, this is fantastic for Dia de los Muertos, after Dia de los Muertos. This one writer is Marco Finnegan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. And
Perfect.
then he's also the artist. The cover is by Jake Gonzo. And this one I thought it was so funny because it's like sometimes it takes a dead man to crack the case. It's funny. I thought it was funny. But yeah, and so from the desk of risk or whatever, I'm gonna skip all that. So there's basically in 1925 Juan Calavera. That's funny that's his name because Calavera means skull, right? And he was a detective. Yeah, like so he was a detective and he passed away. So and for Dia de los Muertos, like I think it's like he was killed by a gunshot to the stomach. So for 5 years later, El Dia de los Muertos, his restless spirit has been summoned from the grave to help a desperate former colleague to unravel a kidnapping all too close to home, with only days because for the death for Dia de los Muertos, the death come only for like a certain amount of time.
Right.
So he's like a certain amount of time to solve a mystery. But I just thought it's kind of, I don't know, like the story sounds pretty cool, but in my head it's just like I think of like Coco, when he's crossing the bridge.
We just watched that the other day. Oh my gosh.
He crossed the bridge to freaking go and solve a freaking kidnapping.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole completely thing. So I love the covers for this one. I love this one. It is, I think this one was, it is, I think it was a cover, and this one's by Omnipress.
Yes.
Oni Press, which does like Street Fighter. So it's interesting to see them doing something like this. I would not have guessed it was Oni Press.
Yeah, they have. Oh, yeah, and then I don't know. It's a limited series. It's not that many. So if you can't pick it up, it's like very Inspector Gadget. That's so funny. But yeah, yes, you did, Marco. I hear Marco. Yes. But yeah, that's my pick.
Solid pick. I like the whole sugar skull look to it. I think it looks intriguing. I'm intrigued.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to pick that one too. I just thought it was a great cover. It just was fitting what Lucy said.
Yeah. Sarah, what about you?
So this is G.I. Joe #1. This is the Cedric. I'm probably going to murder this, but like, is it Poulet or Poulette?
I'm not really sure. Hold on. I'll keep going and I'll check.
The KRS Eastside Comics version. This is a limited of 750, and this is just bareness, goodness all the way around. Love the hair. I just love the way it's just drawn. She just looks gorgeous.
Doesn't it kind of look like a Sozo Micah pose? Like I could picture this exact book done by Sozo Micah.
Which she did do a cover for this.
Did she?
She did, yeah. It was her.
You're right. She did. Yeah. But is that a full body one that she's standing though, right?
Yes, yeah. And she's got the glass. She's like that with the tip. And
You're right. And that one did really well too. Yeah, I like it. I like the white space. It has a lot of opportunity for signatures and remarks, which I always appreciate that if you're going to cons. It's Poulat.
Cedric Poulat.
Yeah.
Is he like French or what is that?
Sounds French.
Sounds French.
I would have picked this too, Sarah, but you picked it first. I was like, I'll go with Absolute Batman, but I love this.
And then that Batman, that Absolute Batman, the fact that whatever is in the middle might be a villain, who knows, because I haven't read it. And the skulls just look amazing on this cover. Whoever, it's a perfect, it's what I would call evergreen.
Yeah, I like it. It warrants a ratio, which some of these nowadays I don't feel like they really are. This one does. Does anybody know anything about why Jen chose Star?
It's Laura Jakes, it's Star Trek. She loves this, and if it's like part of it is Paramount Plus from the show, so she loved the show. So I'm assuming that's why she's. I didn't watch it. I remember watching a few episodes. It was pretty good. It was fun. But then I don't have Paramount Plus anymore, so I didn't get to watch it. But it was a good show. She loved it, so I think that's why she is picking it. It's funny. Like it looks a little triangle thing.
And she has cats. Maybe that's why too. It's holding like little symbols holding a cat. So
yes.
Very Jen on that one. I'm intrigued. I think that might be fun to read and see if maybe they're going to do some sort of like spin-off of what they're already doing with Lower.
It's from the cartoon. Yeah, it's from the cartoon, the show cartoon on Paramount Plus, Karen.
I'm sure Jen had a bunch more to add, but since she's not here, she doesn't get to say anything. Boom.
No.
Jen's fired. Not really.
She's busy. Okay, so this is the list I was talking about, guys. What is the list,
Lucy? I don't understand.
So this is the list right now. If you go on Covrprice and you go the ones that they're selling the highest, I can't remember the name of it. Let me pull.
It's the top trending pre-releases.
Yes, that one. If you go on Covrprice, there's a little selection thing that you can see which ones are the ones that's selling the most. And this is the list that we have done this before. That's where we did the Absolute Batman, Wonder Woman, the one different ones. So you can see David Finch, Black and White, 1 out of 500. Right now it has sold, I think that's like, for that is so crazy, $297, like $298 basically, round it up. Now we have the Jim Lee, that it's already on the runners up and it's already selling for $154. And you got your G.I. Joe, and Psylocke, right? That's what it is, the other one?
Psylocke. This is the art term.
And there's also Micah. Look, we're just talking about this one. And there's like 3 G.I. Joes, right? Which is 4 G.I. Joes. 4 G.I. Joes. Yeah, David Finch. Yeah, Tom Riley. I can't really see it.
It's Tom Riley, the 1 in 250.
Riley. Okay, Tom Riley and EJ. So I can't really read it. It's too small.
Foil. It's the 1 in 150. 1 in 50.
Okay. And then so Micah, you have 4 variants. Which ones out of all those you think it's gonna make it to the top 10 or runners up?
Jim Lee. My vote's Jim Lee. Black and White.
Yeah, I mean the same. It has to be.
Or Argerm. You don't think Argerm will make it?
The Superman, Absolute Superman, supposedly is better than Absolute Batman. Ooh. So put that out there, and like Absolute Batman's just like ginormous right now.
Karen and Jonathan, they're like with me.
The Archer's nice, but would you pay that price for the 1 in 100 when you could get the trade at cover? I don't see the market going, okay, yeah, it's worth it. Take the trade off. I think they'll be focusing more on like the Absolute universe right now.
But yes, you're right. I think again, Jim Lee will definitely be back again. But if you take Jim Lee out of the other ones, which one do you think? It has potential.
I would go with this. As much as I love Psylocke, and I know it's a number 1, I know it's Archer. I think I'm going to go with Micah.
I will go with David Finch.
No, David Finch ratio is too high. I don't see people holding on to that. The Archer I like, but again, I already spoke to why I went. I'm with Sarah. I'm going Sozo.
Yeah. We'll see.
Her G.I. Joe variants have done so well. Like there was the full body one selling for like ridiculous prices. So I could see her kind of carrying that heat over. And KRS and Eastside Comics are a force to be reckoned with when it comes to variants. So yeah, I'd probably go with that.
Okay, we'll see. We have to watch our show back to see which one, because then I have horrible memory and we'll forget. Or the people, if you guys have good memory, remember that you guys said it.
Wait, Lucy never forgets if we're wrong. Just to let you know, she'll never forget it.
Yeah, right. That's the first thing I forget.
Yeah, that was it for us tonight, guys. I think I went too fast. I'm used to going fast on the other show. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please sub the channel. We'll be here every Tuesday immediately after the Covrprice Top 10. We will cover the runners up. Lucy already said this a couple of times. A lot of times these books end up merging over anyway. So it's worth looking into and seeing if you have something that might possibly have some potential. Before we go, though, shout out to Covrprice, our sponsors. Use code Nirvana14 for 30 days unlimited membership for only 99 cents. And Bird City Comics, again, shout out to them. They are sponsored retailers. Karen, hit me up, and I will send you special somethings in the mail. I don't know what yet, but something. And yeah, let's do a quick round table. Sarah, any last words?
Well, I'm so glad to be back. It feels like we've been gone for decades. But it's only been a week. But again, thank you all for coming, participating. Love all your comments. And don't forget to check out Miss Bird City, Mama Comics, Jen, Comic Aficionado, and myself.
No, Jen, she's not here. She gets no love.
Right? She gets no love.
I'm mad at you, Jen.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
Mean one. What's wrong with you? What
I don't know. I'm channeling Lucy. I'm mad at you, Jen. I haven't seen you in weeks. Where are you?
Right? Right? So follow all of us. Again, thank you for coming in. Thank you for participating. Again, check all of our content. Like Laura said, we have Long Story Short on Thursday. We have the guys from Team Nerd Herd talking about toys on Saturday. And then they're back again on Monday talking about the cover lovers. And then you're back with us on Tuesday. So come back and check out what's going to be on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mean. I love Jen. I really do. Her and I are tight. That's why I'm pissed at her, because she's not here and I haven't seen her in forever. I have needs, Jen. I have needs. You're not fulfilling them. Speaking of needs, Lucy.
I just want to say thank you for the people who stopped by during my shows on October. I really appreciate one. The last one was so funny. Because Lucas joined me, and we have other Jojo, Caesar, another new friend, and it was really fun because it was nothing about really necessarily scary stuff. It was like more scary, life scary. Growing old,
scarier than any of the other stuff.
Fruit, going that they're like, what is it called when they recall? Food being recalled. Life scary. So horror stories of life, But thank you, everyone. I just want to say thank you, everyone who stopped by. Again, we'll come back with my show next year if we can. I just want to say thank you, and we'll be back on Tuesday. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was it for us tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. The girls already said everything I wanted to say. So thank you guys for being here. We will see you hopefully next Tuesday. In the meantime, have a fantastic night.
Maybe.
Stay safe.
Maybe.
What?
If we will be do a show the old format.
I've been getting messages about that too, like doing like the games and stuff. If you guys are down, I have a lot of people that would like to come on and do that. So if you guys want us to, leave a comment after the show. Do you want to see an old school Nearing Nirvana live show with the girls and I drinking cocktails, playing games, having a guest on the channel? Let us know.
Mm-hmm.